Okay, the question I want to try to answer is why this series? Um, and I think the first thing that I want to say about why this series is it requires you to think. It requires you to interact with the scripture, interact with someone who's given it some thought and actually written something about it. So it's not just what does Paul think or Christy think or someone else think about this text, but we're actually interacting with someone who's given it some scholarly consideration, and then we have to interact with someone else's thoughts, and then we have to integrate the thoughts of other people around a discussion about a core idea or concept that's being laid out, and look at it from the position of the scriptures, and then I have to think through it. I have to think through it. What Bill Jones thinks. I love what Bill Jones thinks, but I don't have to think it. So, and I don't have to live it. Bill doesn't live my life. I have to think through and come to personal conviction about what the scriptures are teaching and how I'm supposed to live, because it's my life that I live before the Lord. And this series causes you to think. Other series do as well, but not in this way, where you have to integrate all these things. For me to go through and list out and write out an answer, what are the 7 fruits of the Spirit? You go, say, oh, that was very nice. I love, joy, peace, patience, goodness. What does that mean? What does that mean? How does that integrate? How do I experience that in my life? How do I not show it in my life? So this series tries to do that. I think it also lays these foundations that are pivotal, absolutely pivotal to our life. The first series, Becoming a Disciple, has this discussion about two ways of thinking, the principles that I grew up with in the world versus the principles of Christ. And I nod my head and go, oh yeah, I believe. Yeah, but the reality is, frankly, seminary degree and all, I still live by these old principles of the world. And I'm fighting going, okay, this is really the principles I want to live by because they're established by the living God. These ones I like. Oh, I love these principles. But how are those working for me, says Dr. Phil? They work terribly. But I like them because they're nice and they're easy and I'm used to them and they're fun. But these lead to real life. And so that first discussion is still going on for me. That's what this series does. I'm done.